ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ 2008 లో స్థాపించిన కళాశాలలో MBA, NAC A గ్రేడ్ మరియు ISO సర్టిఫికేషన్ సాధించిన మొట్టమొదటి కళాశాల శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ.
Good morning. Welcome to Python programming class. In previous session, we have covered type conversion in Python programming. Okay, we are converted from tuple to list, list to tuple, float to int, like that type conversion. Okay, 5 type conversion functions are there: int, float, str, tuple, list. Okay, if anything in exams came about type conversion, you have to write about these 5 type conversion functions. Now we will see the program on Python programming. To check, write a Python program to check whether the given number is prime or not. Now we will see the logic for this program. Develop Python program to check whether the given number is prime or not. Develop a Python program to check whether the given number is prime or not. In Python, how multiple line comments are written? If we write the comments like this, means these are comments 3 times, single quotes or double quotes, no problem. That is a comment in Python, multiple lines. Single line comments are written using hash function. Okay. For the logic or algorithm for the Python program is, we will read one number. Suppose num equal to 15. Not 15, we will read 17. Next, after reading the number, now I will check the numbers from 2 to 16. Verify 2 to 16. If that 17% to 0 or not. 17% to is 0. No. Next one, after 2 is over, 17% 3 is 0. How this 16 will come here? 17 minus 1 is 16. Okay, 17% 3 is 0. No. Next, 17% 4 is 0. No. Answer is no. When 17 is divided with 4, what is the remainder? 4 4s are 16, 1 is the remainder. When 17 is divided with 3, what is the remainder? 17 is divided with 3, remainder is 2. Okay. Up to which number we have to check, and so on. Up to 16. 17% 15. And 17 is divided with 15 is 0. The answer is no. Okay, what is the remainder? 2. Okay, last 17 shift percent 16 is 0. No. We will check, suppose the input number is 200. We will check from 2 to 199. Okay, some modification is there in this one, some advancement is there. No need to check, in order to check the prime number up to 70, no need to check 16. Up to square root of this number. What is the square root of this number? Square root of 17 equal to, it lies between 4 and 5. Up to 5 is enough. No need to, actually we are checking from 2 to 16. Up to later, after completing the functions, math functions, we will see the same program. I will come to the same program. After completion of the function math package, we will come to the same program. No need to check from 16 up to 16. We are reading a number n. We are checking whether it is divisible by the number or not. From which number the starting number is 2 up to n minus 1. Actually, square root of that number is enough. After completing the SQRT function, I will come once again to this program. We will see. Okay, now we will see up to the number minus 1. Okay, any number, if it is, what is the number of the, what is the definition of the prime number? A number is a prime, a number is said to be prime. Its factors are 1 and itself only. Last word only is important. A number is said to be prime. Its factors are 1 and itself only. Okay. Up to this number we will check. Okay, is it 5 is prime number? What are the factors of 5? 1 comma 5 only. Is there any other possible? No. It is a prime number. Okay, what is the 9? What are the factors of the 9? 1, 3, 9. Is it factors are 1 and itself only? No, one another is also there. So not a prime. Is 15 is prime? What are the factors of the 15? 1, 3, 5, 15. The factors of the 15 are 1, 3, 5, 15. Is it 1 and 15 only? No, 3 and 5 is also there. So it is not prime. A number is said to be prime number. The factors of that number are 1 and itself only. Okay. Now we will see our program 17. If all of them are no, answer is no. 17% 2, no. 17% 3, no. 17% 16, no. If all of them are no, then the given number is prime number. Otherwise, else the given number is not prime. This is the logic for the program. Once again we will see, first we will read a number. From 2 to that number minus 1, we will check every number whether that number is divisible by that number or not. If any of the number is divisible, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to n minus 1, that number is not a prime number. Otherwise that number is prime number. Now we will see the program for computing the prime number. Okay, now we will create a new file. New, save as prime, prime prime. What is the extension of the Python file? The extension of the Python file is always .py. Python file, save. Okay, first I will read the number n equal to. Okay, how to input the number? Type conversion function int. Okay, next input, enter number, enter the number. Okay, number is entered. We will check whether that number is prime or not. Input, enter the number. Next, I will write the loop. If n is less than 1, less than or equal to 1, and n is less than or equal to 1. If n is less than or equal to 1, Okay, we will do for greater only. Greater than, if n is greater than 1, we will do the process. If n is greater than 1, the given number is greater than. If you suppose we are given minus 20, no need to check whether minus 20 is prime or not. The given number is not a prime number. Minus 3 is not a prime number. Minus 7 is not a prime number. Okay, n is less than or equal to. We will write whether 1 is prime or not. So much of quarrel is takes place to check whether 1 is prime or not. Okay, we are not in that quarrel. Okay, if n is greater than or equal to 1 or greater than 1, if n is greater than 1, we will come into this loop. We will check from which number to which number? For I in range 2 comma n. Suppose n value is 17. We will check from 2 to 16 for I in range. This is the first level of indentation. This is the second level of indentation. If n% I equal to 0. Okay, if that number is divided with I, we will get 0. Is it prime number? No. If it, this is the third level of indentation. First if, next for, next if. Okay, if that number is divided with I, the remainder is 0. That is absolutely the number is not a prime number. Print n comma is not prime number. Okay, is not a prime number. Next, I will put the reason also why it is not prime number. Print why I comma I times of what is the value n by I. When n divided by I, how much value we will get? N by I. N by I. N times of I is n. N by I and double I, no problem. It is perfectly dividing. Okay. I times of, suppose 2, 16 is there 2. 2 times of 8 is 16. That will come. Next one, break. No need to continue in this for loop. We will come immediately out of this loop statement. Break. Okay. Next. Here we will see else block. Go to the syntax of the for loop in Python programming. When this else block is executed, if the loop is executed all the times, then the else block is executed. If the break is executed, else block is not executed. Some situations are there, else block is not executed. One question is also there. Okay, go. If you are not aware of it, then go through the looping concept in Python. Okay, the else block is executed when the loop is executed all the times. The loop is executed all the times, break is not executed. Then else block is executed. Okay, else is executed, we will write, we came here. We came here means 2 to n, n is n% I is not 0. On that situation, print n comma is prime number. Okay, else when this else block is executed from 2 to that number, always the answer is no. N% 17% to not 0. 17% 3, not 0. 17% 4, not 0. Up to 16. Every time is a not 0 means we will come to the else block. Three situations is there. Else block is not executed. In for loop, else block is not executed in three cases. What are the three cases? Whenever the break is executed, else block is not executed. Next, whenever division by 0 occurs, some statement, the else block is not executed. When OS dot exit function is executed, exit means the virtual machine terminates. If the machine terminates, who will execute that block? In that case, the else block is not executed. Okay, if it is divided by any number, the else block is not executed. Break, if we the control execute the break, the else block is not executed. If we come all the numbers, so 2 to 16, 2 to n minus 1, then we will come to the else block. N is a prime number. Okay, this is about for loop. If it fails, else, this is the outer if n is greater than 1. Okay, else, that is false. N is greater than 1 is false. Then what will happen? Else print the given number is not prime. The given number is the given number n is not prime. Okay, if we give 23 minus 23 means this statement is executed. Minus 53 negative number greater than 1 means the given number 1 is not prime. Okay, like that it will come. Okay, if it is 17 means for I in 2 to 16, every number it will check. If it is 0 means it is prime. I times this value is printed, the control comes out of the breaking statement. This is the program about computing the factorial of a not factorial to check whether the given number is prime or not. Now we will run this program. Okay, going to the command prompt, cmd d drive csc csc21 python cd. All these programs are available in the folder. In which folder this program is saved? Just I am checking once. File, save as python prog week. Python cd csc21 python cd python prog week. In this one folder is there, that file is there, prime.py. What is the name of the file? Prime.py. Python, I am running this file, python prime.py. Enter the number 17. Suppose I am entered 17. 17 is prime number. Enter the number. Once again I am running. Enter the number minus 78. The given number minus 78 is not prime. Okay, I will give 25. We will see. 25. 25 is not prime number. Why? 5 times of 5 is 25. Now I will write 21. 21 is not prime number because 3 times of 7 is 21. Prime.py. I will give 785. 785 is not prime number. 5 times of 785, 157 is 785. 783. 783 is also not prime number. Okay, in this fashion, this is the program. This is the program for computing the prime number, whether the given number is prime or not. Control A, Control C. I am saving this file. Control V. Okay, that's it. That is the program for computing whether the given number is prime or not. Now the next program is to generate the prime numbers up to the given number. Write a Python program to generate the prime numbers up to the given number. Okay, now we will see the program for generating the prime number up to the given number. Now we will see the program for printing the prime numbers up to the given number. Okay, we will read the number n, enter the number, we will read the prime numbers up to given number, prime NOS up to given GAVN given number. Prime numbers up to given number. First we will read the number n. Okay, up to which number you want a prime numbers? Num. Okay, up to which number you want prime number? Okay, suppose 100. Up to 100 numbers, print the prime numbers. Okay, now I will write the loop from 2 to 9, 2 to 100. Okay, here the logic I will write 2 is prime number or not. Check every number. Previous program we have seen the logic for checking the prime number. Every number prime or not, we will see the logic. Okay, up to 2 to 100 or 2 to num. Every number, if it is prime, I will print that number. Otherwise, I will not print that number. Okay, I will write the logic. Just I will update the. I will write program file save as prime v1. I am giving this name as prime v1.py. Okay, I am deleting all this. Prime numbers up to, not enter the number, prime numbers up to, prime numbers up to which number? I will read that number into NUM. Okay, prime numbers up to. Now I will write the for loop. For or while loop, no problem. For I in range from 2 to 2 comma num plus 1. How many times this loop is executed? Okay, we have given 50, means 2 to 50. We will check 2 prime number or not, 3 prime number or not, 4 prime number or not, like that. We will check every number it is a prime. We will check every number it is a prime or not. Okay, for I equal to 2, this loop is executed. We will check whether the I is prime or not. Next, I equal to 3, it is prime or not. I equal to 4, we will check. If it is prime means we will print that number. Okay, next one, we have to check whether I is prime or not. Once again, I will write the loop for j in range. The same logic as the previous program. J in range 2 comma up to which number I have to check? I plus 1. I 2 to 1, not to I plus 1. For j in range 2 to I plus 1. Suppose I equal to 7. I equal to 7 means which number I have to check? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No need to check 7. Okay, for j equal to 2 to I. In order to check prime number, up to I is enough. For j in if I percent j equal to 0. If I percent j equal to 0. If I percent j equal to 0, that number is not a prime number. Okay, I is not a prime number because I is divided by j equal to 0. Then I am immediately coming out of the loop using break. Okay, I equal to j. Now I will write the else block here. Else, this is else. If loop is executed all the times, the, the indentation is important. Loop is executed all the times, we are coming out of the loop without executing the break statement. Then what will happen? The I is a prime number. Print I, comma, END equal to, last class we have seen the purpose of END. If you write END, the output will come side by side. I will be printed. Okay, that's all. Second time I equal to 3, it is printed or not. Check, we will check the prime number or not. I equal to 4, it is checked. The else block is executed whenever it is a break, means it will come out of the looping statement. Once again I value is incremented. For next value we will do the process. Okay, this is the first level of indentation. This is the first level of indentation. This is the second level of indentation. This is the third level of indentation. The indents, if we give some space also, means it will not work. It will show some error. Okay, first level of indentation, second level of indentation, third level of indentation. Break is executed, we will come this for inner for loop, not outer for loop. Okay, else if this loop is executed successfully all the times, means I will be printed. Just print, just I am printing one normal line. This is optional, not required. Control S. Okay, now I will run this program. We will execute this program. What is the name of the file? CLS. Clear the screen. What is a prime v1.py? Prime v1.py. Some error is there. I in range. What is the error? Here separator is not there. In for loop we have to place separator. Okay, that's why it is showing error. Here also separator is required. Separator we have not placed the separator. Control S. Alt tab. CLS. Prime v1. Prime numbers up to. I want prime numbers up to 100. Okay, these are the prime numbers up to 100. Okay, this line is I am expecting the output. This line not here, in next line. In order to get that line next line, what we will do, just here write one more print statement. That's it. Print. If we write a print statement here, means Control S, by default end character is new line character. Prime v1 up to 200. I am expecting the prime numbers up to 200. These are the prime numbers up to 200. Okay, not to 200. I want more numbers. CLS. Print the prime numbers up to 1000. These are the prime numbers available as up to 1000. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 907, 911, 919, 929. Okay, all these are the prime numbers between the range from 2 to 97. This is the program for printing the prime numbers within the given range. Control A, Control C, Control V I am for placing. Okay, I am placing this output also. Okay, I want to check whether 827 is prime or not. I want to check whether the number 827 is prime or not. It is generated. I want to check whether 827 is prime or not. Just I will execute this program, prime dot p. Enter the number. Okay, I want to check which number? 827. 827. 827 is prime number. Okay, using previous program, we will check whether the one number is prime or not. It is possible to generate the prime numbers. These are the programs for generating the prime number and the prime numbers up to the given number. Okay, we will see the next program. Last program in the today's session is generate a Fibonacci series up to Fibonacci series for n terms. Generate Fibonacci series in 10 terms. What is Fibonacci series? How to generate Fibonacci series? We will see. So this is the Fibonacci series. First number in Fibonacci series is 1. Next number is 1. Next number is 0 plus 1. What is the value of 0 plus 1? 1. Next number is 1 plus 1. Sum of the previous two terms. 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 8, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21. This type of series is called Fibonacci. Fibonacci series. This type of series is called Fibonacci series. How many numbers you want to generate Fibonacci series? I am expecting, suppose the answer is 5. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. 10 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 21 plus 13. What is the next value? 21 plus 13. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 34. Okay, these are the 10 terms up to Fibonacci series. In order to get this series, the logic is this one. The logic for generating Fibonacci. I will take the initial value n1 equal to 0. n2 equal to n2 equal to 1. Okay, I will print the n1 value. What is the n1 value? 0. Next, I will copy the n2 value. Next term I want to add two terms, 0 plus 1. Okay, in order to do this one, what we will do, the first term n1 is printed. I will copy this value. These are the previous two terms, n1 plus n2. Okay, what we will do, in order to add these two terms, in order to get these two terms, the logic, copy n2 to n1, or I will take update just in order how in this variable 3 n1 is there. Okay, we will see the middle. In n1 3 is there, n1 equal to 3, n2 equal to 5, n2 equal to 5. I will print the term 3. After that, what I have to do, for the next term, copy n2 value, n1 plus n2, copy the value of n2 into n1. Okay, now add those two numbers n1 plus n2 and save it in n2. 8 value. Copy the 5 value into n1, add 3 plus 5, 8 into n. After performing this one, n1 equal to 5. Next Fibonacci number, n2 equal to 5 plus 3, 8. Okay. This operation we are performing recursively. Next one, next number, next n1 is printed. Okay, n1 equal to 8, n2 equal to 8 plus 5. Like that we will do the operations. Okay, how these values will get 3, n1 equal to 3 comma 5, n1 n2 equal to 5 comma 8. How this will come in Python? Just take another variable or update the variables like this. Simple logic. Okay, we will see the program for Fibonacci series. Okay, n terms. How many terms you want in Fibonacci series? N1 equal to, this is the single line. Python always encourages single line of statements. N1 comma N2. N1 equal to 0, N2 equal to 1. Or in single line is also possible. N1 comma N2 equal to 0 comma 1. I am initialize the variable count equal to 0. Or you may write here also, no problem. Count. Count equal to 0. Okay. I will delete this one. This is also valid, but we will write like this. Count equal to 0. Next, check if the number of terms is valid or not. How many terms you want? Suppose I am given minus 3. Is it possible to print minus 3 terms? No. Okay, if the given number is less than 0, please enter positive integer. If the number of terms equal to 1, what is the one first Fibonacci term? N1. N1 will be printed. Else, if print Fibonacci sequence. While count less than, how many terms I want to print? N terms. While count less than n terms, I am first initially printing the first term n1. Nth equal to n1 plus n2. Update the values. N1 equal to N2, N2 equal to N. I am taking the temporary variable. In temporary variable, I am computing N1 plus N2. Okay, here I am taking temporary variable. Temp equal to N1 plus N2. Temp, swapping. Swapping of, I am placing the temp value into N2. Temp equal to N1 plus N2. I am copying the N2 value into the variable N1, N2. Count equal to count plus 1. What is the purpose of the variable count? Using which we can know till now how many numbers we are printed on the output. This is the program for generating Fibonacci series for the given number of terms. Now we will execute this program. CLS is the command for clear the screen. Python. What is the name of the file? Fibonacci tab fibo.py. Suppose minus 9. Is it possible to print minus 9 numbers? Invalid number. Okay. Next. CLS. Fibo.py, one term. How many terms you want to print? 1m. Fibonacci sequence up to 1. The only one term in the Fibonacci sequence is 0. Next, 20 terms. Fibonacci, how many terms? 20 terms. I want to print 20 terms. These are the first 20 terms in Fibonacci series. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. CLS. I want to print these numbers side by side. Okay. In order to get side by side, what we will do? Comma END equal to. If we write this one, the output will come side by side. Control S, CLS, Fibonacci. How many terms you want? 20 terms. Print the first 20 Fibonacci terms. No, here it is not saved. N1 equal to Fibonacci. n terms equal to 1. For 1 we are placed end. For not 1, here we have to place the end. End equal to control S. Now we will run. All the numbers are side by side. CLS. That is also okay, no problem. Fibo. How many terms you want? 20 terms. Okay, these are the first 20 terms in Fibonacci series. Okay, the definition for the Fibonacci series term is the next term. The definition for the Fibonacci is the next term is sum of the previous two terms. Suppose previous two terms are 3 and 5. Next term is 3 plus 5, 8. Okay, this is the program for printing the Fibonacci series up to 20. Now I want not 20, 10. Okay, this is the program for generating Fibonacci sequence up to 10. Now 50, I want first 50 Fibonacci sequence. This is the program for generating Fibonacci series up to 50 numbers. Every next term is the sum of the previous two terms. Okay, now I am copying on this one, Control A, Control C. Control V. Okay, I will paste output also here. Okay, okay, this is the program for generating Fibonacci series. Okay, that's all. In today's session, we will see the Python programs for checking whether the given number is prime or not, printing the prime numbers up to the given number. Next, generate the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, have a nice day. Bye bye.